FX Nation, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're gonna go ahead and take a look at a couple of setups that we had from London session. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it, guys. And the first one we're gonna look at is going to be pound CAD, and pound CAD had a very nice clear setup. Now this did not develop until we got into almost the beginning of the US session. So it's definitely the second half of London, beginning of US session. And as you can see here, we have a type 1 setup essentially, where we have a nice W that formed here. And we rolled that back up. And really we got a bunch of nice little formations here. But essentially we got 3 or 4 tags to the low of the day. Okay. And so there it is right there. So we have a couple tags to the low. Okay, we got 1, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And then finally at 8:15 it just exploded. This actually gave us 82 pips from this trade. All right. So very nice setup on this pair. But again, it just developed very late. Okay. The next one we're going to look at is going to be on pound NZD, and on pound NZD we ended up getting a type 2 setup. And here's the thing about some of these setup, guys, is that this, it was clear, right? We see the hits to the bottom, hits to the bottom, hits to the bottom, hits to the bottom, right? And so it went to Mayo, right? You got 30 pips out of it, but it was really, really messy. Okay, so you have to understand one of the things that that you might find is a lot of choppiness, and this ended up going right, but it was just so back and forth. It was a damn mess. Okay, going back up to Mayo, but you got there. All right. So if you're just patient enough, okay, you enter the trade on the right signal. Okay, you have your stop loss. Okay, so you already know the worst possible thing that can happen to you, right? Because you have a stop loss there. And then you just try to ride it out to Mayo. On this one, this was pretty nasty. It took forever to get to Mayo. So depending on where you got in, I mean, you could have been sitting on this for a while, right? So a lot of you could have gotten into this trade and could have essentially cut your losses because of the rule that we have when we're trading stuff like this. If we're not in significant profit within 90 minutes of the trade, then we get out of the trade, whether it's with a small loss or not, but we just cut our losses, right? So depending on where you got into this, you could have potentially broke even, or you could have made your 30 pips. So if you caught it from the last leg here, then yeah, you would have caught your 30 pips. If you traded it from this second leg here, I mean, there's 1, 2, 3 second legs, right? Because they got hit multiple times, so depending on where you got in, you could have gotten 45, 30, or you could have broken even, depending on whether or not you got out or not. Okay, but it was still a setup. It was still very clear, and that's what's important. Okay, the next one here was EURJPY. EURJPY gave us some very, very nice trades today. So for number one, we have a nice clear setup here, clear W formation coming straight out of the Asian range, and there was that trade there. This first one here was about 30 pips, and the things that I liked about this setup were the fact we got a W, we were pinning to the 200 EMA, okay, and then we got railroad tracks in the second leg. All right, so that's just all good, amazing confirmations right there. Okay, so that would have been that's 30 pips there, and then right after that trade, look what we end up getting. Boom. We end up getting an M, trading it back down. Okay. We end up getting an M, trading it back down. And that was another, 20 to 25 pips depending on where you got in at. Okay. So don't be, like I said, don't be scared to trade it up or trade it right back down. Okay. If the signs are there, you do it. Okay. If the signs are there, you do it. So that was another good trade. The best trade, I think, came out of this one here. EURCAD. EURCAD was completely just unbelievable. So here we have our Asian range here, and then straight out of the Asian range we had a type 2 setup with a nice railroad track. There, and man, you just took that, and that was easily the best trade of the day. Well over 100 pips. Okay, if you held on to it that long. If you just held on to it to Mayo, you got your 30 pips and you were done. Okay, but as you can see, 110 pips. 110 pips. So definitely not a bad trade at all. So best trade of the day right there was EURCAD. Okay. Then somebody called this out on the chat too. So whoever that was, good job calling this one out, because that was the trade of the day. If you're not part of the chat, guys, if you want to be part of the chat, all you have to do, go to the website, fxntrading.com, sign up for the free membership. You'll get an email with the password to the member side, and also underneath the password, you'll have a link to the chat. Okay, so if you want to be part of the chat, it's part of our free membership. Go to fxntrading.com, join, and you'll be able to get into the chat. Okay, links will be in the description of the video for all that. Okay, so that was EURCAD. There was one more, and yes, it was EURAUD. Here was another one, and this one was a type 3 setup. So this setup here happened in the middle of the Asian range, as you can see here. Okay, so we ended up getting a nice little formation here, boom, and this happened right in the middle of the range. All right, so this one here, if you didn't catch EURCAD, you could have caught EURAUD, and that was another 92 pips. Okay, so that was another awesome trade. All right, so those literally were the only trades that were caught today, and really we were focused on EURJPY and EURCAD. All right, but again, some nice setups, some nice clear setups, and I can't stress that enough. Clear setups, all right, is all we want to trade. All right, guys. So I hope you found this useful, and I hope you join us in our group chat that we have on Facebook. So guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. Comment below, let me know if you caught any of these trade setups, and we'll see you in the next one. Guys, one last thing. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate the fact that you take the time to watch my videos. I really hope that I've added value in each of the videos that I make for you guys, and I hope that you're learning something. As always, guys, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please like and share the videos if you found value in them. And also, don't forget to visit our website at www.fxntrading.com. Once again, guys, thank you so much. I'm truly blessed.